This is Monet Quarles, but I go by the Crypto Duchess, and welcome to my Blaze Talk. Today, I'm covering the topic pertaining to finding your voice in Web3. And I wanted to give you a brief synopsis of my Web3 journey and give you a few tips to help you on your Web3 journey. And to be completely candid with you, it's no secret that Black women have received the short end of the stick for decades, for many years, whether it be from corporate America or the general public. Web3 has allowed me to find my place in the world due to the people that I've met over the years on the web, through Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and also the contributions that I've made with my own brand. So just to give you a little bit of background about myself, my name is Monet. I go by the Crypto Duchess, and I got started in the Web3 space, well, in particular, the crypto space, back in 2009. I was a broke college student. I was on my computer, and I saw that I could purchase books, especially books that were illegal in America at the time, through the deep web. So I decided to just surf the deep web, doing my thing, ended up finding out about Bitcoin, and I purchased these books on the deep web. And from there, it piqued my interest. I was like, this is pretty cool, but it wasn't very much so interesting for me because it was still new. So fast forward to 2011 to 2012, that's when I started really investing in cryptocurrency. So I started purchasing little bits, whatever I could with Bitcoin. I was able to actually purchase my first car by saving with crypto, especially Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum back then. So little by little, I started investing in cryptocurrency, and it was a very interesting time because the market was still volatile. As you know, the market, the cryptocurrency and NFT market are very volatile. And I was able to secure a great deal of money back in 2018, but here is the secret here. So my corporate job, I was struggling. I was working in tech, doing tech consulting, tech sales, and working with Fortune 500 companies at the time. And I was very unhappy to the point where I became very depressed, suicidal, and I felt like there was no way out for me, and I didn't feel like I fit in. And to be completely candid with you, there was a point in time where my voice was suppressed because I wanted to go into new roles, such as becoming an engineer and just doing different things with my life. But everyone in the job that I was working at, they kept blocking me. They blocked my voice. They didn't want me to move into these new roles. They told me that I was good where I was at. And it was a huge struggle for me to get out of that mindset. So I took the leap of faith and I left my company, my corporate job that was paying me six figures back in 2018. But at the time, I had well over six figures in cryptocurrency saved up for me to live and just take a sabbatical. And I took that time to really learn and develop my voice, understanding who Monet was. That's how the Crypto Duchess became a person. I actually went on Twitter. I created my first Twitter account in 2018, and the Crypto Duchess was my Twitter handle. So I decided, hey, you know what? This is cool. It wasn't a brand yet, though. My brand actually came about in 2020. And I hired a business coach, shout out to Lucinda Cross, who helped me develop my brand and really helped me figure out what it was I wanted to do within this space. So with that said, I was able to figure out what I wanted to do and create a roadmap within my Microsoft OneNote, and I would get into that a little bit more. So I created my roadmap. I did a little bit of fact finding, and I figured out, hey, you know what? It might be a good idea to create a consulting firm. So that's how the Crypto Duchess came about And with that said, I'm sitting here talking to you all about finding your voice. So this has been an amazing journey, and most of you are getting started in your journey in the Web3 space. And, it's such an amazing journey to really embark on. So I actually wanted to give you all a couple of tips, about 6 tips, just to get you started in this space and help you find your voice. So first and foremost, I want you all to first accept that you have a unique voice, and it's overflowing with so many possibilities. Unlimited abundance exists within the world, within the universe, and within this space. And being that this is new, we are starting off in a very new space, ground level. We as Black women have the ability to enter this space and really build and figure out, what it is that we want to do. Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to build? Do you want to create your own brand like I did? So figuring out what it is that you want to do, and also just being like a child. Like, when we were kids, we had the ability to be curious. We got into so much stuff. I remember burning my hand on the stove multiple times. Your mother tells you not to burn your hand on the stove. Hey, it's okay to do that in Web3 because it's such a new space, and they're looking for people like you to add ideas and add your voice. So trust me, whatever you're thinking in this space, it could happen. And there's companies that are looking for you. There's people that are looking for you to contribute and add value. So the second tip is finding a mentor that speaks to you. So whether that be me, because with my brand, Duchess Consulting LLC, I help individuals and empower individuals and brands to get into the Web3 space through education and consulting. So from an individual's perspective, I work with individuals and teach them how to safely get into this space, how to secure their wallets, and how to practice security while navigating the NFT or crypto space. So that's what I teach. I also do webinars, one-on-one coaching, and I do in-person events as well. I'll be doing something for NFT NYC in the next couple of weeks at the end of the month. So definitely stay tuned. But whether it be me or someone that you follow already on Instagram or Twitter, find that person or that group of people that you can really look up to and learn from, because that's what helped me get into business. Working with Lucinda was an amazing experience for me. And I look up to her. And to this day, I have a mentor that I could speak to and ask for advice. So I highly recommend that you find someone that, speaks to your soul and that can help you navigate this space effectively and safely. Number 3, cultivating your ability to listen to the world around you. So what that means is doing research, figuring out, what news outlets you can look into. They have Forbes magazine. We also have Bitcoin news, altcoin daily. There's many channels on YouTube. I highly recommend that you don't check out all of them, but find one that speaks to you and that speaks the truth. Figure out what type of research you need to do in order to get into this space, and whatever you're looking to do. If you're looking to become an investor, find those channels or find those news outlets so that you can better inform yourself and educate yourself on what you're looking to do. And also, this is something that seems so simple, but just practicing mindfulness, that's what counts as well. A lot of folks, and I've even done this in the past, we have the tendency to think subjectively. We put a lot of emotions, especially when it comes to investing. And I always tell my tribe to eliminate the subjectiveness and become more objective. Practice objectivity when you're getting into the space, because that is the way that you will survive. That is how millionaires are made. I can tell you this firsthand, that the reason why I've touched $1 million but have not reached $1 million is because I did not practice objectivity. I was very emotional. I've left my money in too long. I didn't follow what my gut was saying and what my brain was saying. And instead, I allowed my heart to follow, which it's good to let your heart, be your guide, but also just know that there's a mind, body, and spirit connection when it comes to investing. Trust me. So definitely practicing mindfulness, doing your meditations, breathing, and then getting into it. I'm telling you, it helps tremendously. Tapping into your passion. That's going to be my fourth tip. So I always ask people, especially my tribe and people that I mentor, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do. Are you a builder? Are you a spectator? Are you an investor? Are you a trader? Do you want to learn how to become any of these? Some of them are harder than others. Obviously, a spectator is the easiest thing to get into because all you're doing is researching and learning from other people, whereas a trader, that takes more work, more education. Building, do you want to become a developer? Do you want to, get into creating your own consulting firm? You have to figure out what speaks to you and understanding what your passion is. Your passion, figuring out your passion and what makes you happy will lead to helping you find your voice in this space. And I could say this firsthand because before 2018, I was very lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I felt like, I got the degrees, the accolades, and nothing made sense to me at the time. Not even my corporate job, but what makes sense to me once I really figured out and found my voice was Web3. This is my passion, and my voice and my opinion matters here. And I can tell you that if you do decide to build or become a part of this beautiful community, your voice, your opinions, your creativity will matter. And it's necessary and needed in order for us to continue to grow this ecosystem that's ever expanding and ever changing. And then number 5, this is another one right here. And I actually mentioned this before, becoming objective and intentional. So it ties into a little bit, into what we were talking about with number 3. Once you figure out your place in this space, writing out your plan of action and executing. So, going within, becoming intentional, thinking about what you want to do, whether it be from the different buckets that I described, spectator, trader, builder, community manager, whatever it is that you want to do, figure it out and write out a plan, an actionable plan, and start executing little by little and becoming objective. So just taking out the emotional part of it and figuring out if this makes sense for you at the time. If it doesn't, it's completely fine. Then you can still contribute, you could still be a spectator and learn. And when the time is right, you can enter this space. But I have a feeling that most of you are here today because you want to learn about this space. You want to understand more about the space and somehow get involved. So maybe this will work for you. So what I did was, I wish I could show you all this. I have a Microsoft OneNote book that's filled with many different ideas pertaining to crypto and Web3. And I only executed on one of them, which was actually 2 of them, the Crypto Duchess and Duchess Consulting. So 2 ideas out of 10 ideas that's written out there. So there's 8 business ideas that I have written and I haven't even executed on them yet. So I'm being very intentional, and I encourage you all to be intentional. And this is how you should treat your investments as well. Creating a spreadsheet for yourself and logging what you're investing in on a regular basis and following your money and understanding where your money is going and how the market is looking like, that will help you also to really remain present and intentional in this space. A lot of folks do not do this and they end up losing a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money in this space by not following those steps. Also, just losing out on opportunities by not writing out what I wanted to do. I think there's a saying with Erica Badu said something like, you take a pencil, and a piece of paper, and you write it down, and that shit becomes real. I'm telling you, writing makes everything real, and it holds you accountable, and it helps you remain intentional and also objective. And then last but not least, finding your tribe. The way to survive, like the true way to survive in this space, is to figure out a community. If you can't find your community, build one, build a community for yourself. But there are so many dynamic people and amazing voices, especially women of color, that are in this space that are intentional, smart, and they're welcoming as well. And again, they are looking for women like you to become a part of their tribe. The women that I have that's a part of my tribe, and we all have, like, we have the Crypto Duchess tribe, we have my girl Zara Charm, who has her tarot card tribe in Web3. There's so many different ways to get involved with the community or building a community. It's not even funny. So, go on crypto Twitter, create a Twitter account and get on Twitter and start figuring out the people, the movers and the shakers in this space. There's some accounts on Instagram that you can follow as well, including my own, the Crypto Duchess. Discord is another way to develop and find a tribe. They have many communities that are strong communities, one of which I am a part of. Cyber Brokers is one of them, that I'm actually a holder of that project as well as a contributor of the community. So working with people and entering in communities that make sense to you and that speaks to your soul is so important in the Web3 space. So I encourage and implore you all to figure out your tribe, your people, and just make it make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, hey, hit me up. I'm here. It's really that simple. And I'll point you in the right direction. I'll invite you to some of the spaces that I'm a part of and the spaces that I create on Twitter and on Instagram. And we can figure this out together. But just know that you have a friend in this space. If it's me, if I'm the only person, that's fine. I'll introduce you to other folks. And guess what? There's so many people out here that are willing to meet you and accept you. But before I let you all go, I just wanted to give you a little bit more background about my brand. So Duchess Consulting LLC, I empower and encourage individuals and brands, so corporate brands, to get into this space. So from an individual perspective, I host webinars, I teach financial mindset as well as just being intentional as an investor. So I host webinars and also workshops. I also host technical skills workshops as well. And I do one-on-one coaching and training for people that want to have a little bit of extra loving. So I give that as well. And from a brand perspective, I do public speaking, corporate speaking for companies that are looking to get into the space, but they want to teach their employees or specific teams about different aspects of Web3. I do event planning and also data analytics. And then last but not least, NFT and crypto strategy project consulting. And that's pretty much what I do from both angles. So again, I encourage you all to find your voice in this space, whatever that means for you. And just know that you have support. You have people that are looking to listen to what you have to say in this space. And let me tell you, we're waiting and we welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much for joining my Blaze Talk. Take care.
Beautiful again. It was so dope to have our girl back on the stage for a more personal talk. And Monet, I'll bring you up to the stage now for Q&A. Just hit the hand button under the stage, and I'll pull you up now. Some beautiful reactions in the chat. One from Aaliyah: since coming to this summit, I have begun to find my tribe. Yeah, this is your tribe all around you. We are biz besties. From this day forward, God brought me here. Ashe. I prayed for this space, and it was here all along. Now that I know I am part of the Blaze tribe, you absolutely are. You absolutely are. And we're not going anywhere. We cape hard for you. You're always in safe hands. And we love you for real. So dope. What's up, Monet? Uh-oh, you're on mute, mama.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in New York right now until the 25th because I'm going to be speaking at an event for Web3 and cybersecurity next week. So I will have some information for that as well. But yeah, everything is cool. I do feel a little bit off balance being back in New York, though. I'm all about, as you know, mental health and tensions
Right.
and really being in my body. I don't feel like completely there. Just
I
being
get
honest.
it. I get it. I get it. I went to the States in April after 14 months of not being there, after 14 months of being on the continent, right? And when I went back home, my body was just, I was always nervous and I forgotten I felt like that, off kiltered. I was out of my piece. So I get it. Mental health is everything. I got back on the plane probably 2 weeks early, but my family got it. They were like, do your thing, right? Super dope. Okay. So I want to make sure people get to ask you questions, pick your brain. We have about 5 minutes to do it, y'all. Monet's been dropping gems all day, though, so y'all got some good gems out of her. But we got 5 minutes for this because somebody write transition in the chat, right? So make sure you make this one count with Monet because somebody write the word transition in the chat. All right, I see you, Chandra. All right, here we go. Demetri, I see you. Courtney, I see you. Transition. You have learned a whole lot about Web3. You've learned about crypto, metaverse, everything else, right? Tomorrow we are transitioning, right, to the other component pieces of you being the creator, of you building the community, of you understanding how to be a leader, of you building your world first in your head, right? Literally learning how to build the thing from Africa. I did it. You know, build the thing somewhere else. So get these good questions out. I see beautiful, 3 queued up. All right. Monet, first question, I'm putting it on the stage. Tiara asks, if we are not educated in tech or didn't go to school for this, do you think we can still get our feet in the Web3 door?
Of course. Of of course you can. You could definitely get your feet wet in any instance or in anything. And that's a huge thing. And it really saddens me because a lot of folks miss out on opportunities thinking that they can't get into tech because they don't have the developer skills. They don't have certain skills in as an engineer. You know, you don't have to be like a me or a Casey. You could be a marketing person. You can be a community builder. You don't have to have any, you could be non-technical and still be in a tech role, so to
Oh,
speak, as a marketer of sorts, as a salesperson, whatever the case may be. Even in Web3, they need people like you. If you know data entry, you know, if you want to start up at the ground level, you know, do something really, really simple. Like they have positions out there for folks that want to, that are good at like social media, like moderators, you know, for Discord. If you know how to moderate or you could teach yourself how to moderate, you can become a Discord moderator and make money from doing that. Also, the folks that have a tech background, they have bounty programs in which you can apply for these bounty programs and make like a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 per bounty. So there's something there for everyone. And I just had this conversation before in at this conference that I did a couple of weeks ago. So you
Super
have it.
dope. That's super helpful. Thank you, Monet. All right, next question comes from Demetra. She asks, when trademarking your logo slash business name slash slogan, would you recommend hiring a lawyer, or are there enough resources to do this process on your own? Can you provide any resources on how to get through the trademarking process?
Yes, I can actually do that. So I'm actually trying to put my camera back on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I can't see you, but we hear you very well.
Okay, yeah. So with trademarking your logo and business, you don't have to hire a lawyer if it's something that's very like a very intensive project. Something that you've already like gained funding for, and you have the funding to hire a lawyer. Yeah, by all means, hire a lawyer. Spend the money. You don't have to hire a lawyer if you don't want to. I didn't hire a lawyer. I did everything on my own, even though I had lawyer friends to ask questions to. LegalZoom is a really good way to get started with looking for trademarks or understanding the trade dress. Well, not understanding trade dress because that's like business, business school, MBA, whatever. Everything that I took and stuff, I already understand this stuff. If you want to go through a program that will help you go through those steps, LegalZoom is good. I think that they even provide you with a lawyer depending on what package you choose. It's like upward to like $700. I tried to take that route many years ago and I was like, no, I'm good. I can do this on my own. If you want to do it on your own, you can go on UP, what is it? UPSTO.gov, which is the trademark website. And if you have something in mind, like a name or a slogan that you want to trademark, you can just go on there and put in the information. You pay about $250 in the United States, and go through the process, and it should take like a couple of months, but you get your trademark done.
Super dope. That's so good. And to add to what you can find on that, people don't know about this, the trademark site. They actually have a section for free trademarking if you qualify, right? For those of you who are already in the Table and Tribe app by Blaze on your Apple or Android, the link is there for the Blaze Mastermind people. I can find it and drop it in the feed as well for you all, but you literally can get free lawyer. They call it pro bono work, right? A lot of firms do that every year. So that's a option. All right, I'm gonna put another one on the stage, Mama. Do you think, this is from Demetra, do you think there's a need space for grassroots organizing in Web3?
So, grassroots organizing. So, I'm assuming, hold on a second. People are blowing up my damn phone, girl. So grassroots organizing. So we have something in this space that's pertaining to um, well, I'm assuming, so I would need a little bit more context with this. That question's kind of throwing me for a loop right there. We have something that's called social impact in this space. So, social impact organizations and DAOs that essentially help raise money for certain causes, or they have like a specific, like they have certain DAOs geared towards like women of color that are artists and stuff. Like there's a project out there. There's a project, well, there's a company, an NFT project that's out there, Zora. They help onboard many Black people into the NFT space, but they also created a platform in which they're allowing more artists, Black artists, to get into the NFT space and really helping them market their project in the right way. So with grassroots organizing, it really depends on what you mean. I mean, are you referring to nonprofit? Like, developing a nonprofit strategy within Web3? Does this mean that you have like maybe an initiative, like someone wanted to do like youth, getting like underprivileged youth into Web3? Like, there's many different ways. I don't know if you could like expand on this, Casey, if the person wrote anything more about this.
Demetra hasn't written anything in the chat yet, anything else in the chat yet, but I'm assuming it's, political, social cause type stuff. But I agree. I think it's very popular. Somebody in the chat wrote, social impact is a big business. It is. And honestly, it'll help you probably organize more effectively and efficiently because you'll be able to connect with people around the globe who are about the same thing, right? Kind of getting your press, your word, your momentum, your guerrilla marketing, all of that stuff out there. Yeah, I think that answered it though, Monet. She just said, thank you.
Cool. I'm happy about that, Demetria. So my thing is, and that's why I wanted to ask that question, because I wanted to make sure that I was hitting it. But, if you're going to do social impact, be intentional. But I know I keep saying be intentional. No, seriously, be intentional about this, because I don't want it to be an instance where, you're not being clear as to what your purpose is and your cause, and just, making it some buzzword. Like, a lot of people are creating these projects and it's just a buzzword. Oh, social impact. They're putting it out there so that they can just raise as much money as possible, and nothing happens. The project falls apart. Just make sure that if you are going to work within the Web3 space and doing some sort of grassroots efforts, have a clear roadmap and timeline, and figure out exactly what it is that you're looking to achieve. So let's say, for example, I'm giving you an idea here. Youth, an education program for the underprivileged youth in the Bronx, because I'm currently in the Bronx. There's a lot of kids out here that may not even graduate from high school at this point, or may not even go to college. How are we going to educate them and arm them with the tools necessary for survival in the real world? How are we going to prepare our youth for the tech space? Let's create a social impact program in which we can raise money through a DAO or creating an NFT project, and that money right there will go towards educating these kids. We can have real life experiences and having workshops where the kids can come in with their parents and learn hands-on what is Web3. What is a DAO? How can my child learn basic coding skills? We can have a developer come in. Hell, I'll even come in and show them some like cool tech shit. Like, we have to start thinking this way and being very intentional and understanding what is needed within our communities in order for us to thrive and survive for our future.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, Monet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being present today in all the ways, right? Physically, metaphorically, spiritually, all of that. I've seen you show up in so many ways today, and I'm so grateful. I know the tribe is as well. And definitely when you do your classes, your teachings, etc., keep me posted so I can bridge the tribe to that too.
I sure will. And thank you so much, Casey, for being a powerhouse and just really giving us the platform to speak and to be authentic and raw and real. You are the freaking bomb. For real.
Felt. You are too. We are mirrors, obviously, because you are too. Love you, babe. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Woo. All right, y'all. All right. Chandra, thank you. Y'all are light. I'm so happy y'all in the tribe. I met a whole bunch of new sisters and cousins. All right, y'all. Listen to me clear, okay? Because we are about to blitz. We are about to blitz. We are about to blitz, okay? The next 3 days will not be the same, okay? Now, we came in with some salad. We had some meditation. We eased in. Y'all didn't even know what was coming, but Web3 hit y'all like that. And now y'all are talking like bosses. I mean, like the the highest level of bosses in the world, right? Okay. Now we are transitioning. We are transitioning throughout the next 3 days, including what's about to happen. We are now transitioning you into putting this to practice, not spectating, right? And so tonight, and we're going to do this for the next 3 nights, tonight all the way through Saturday night, okay? We are going to make sure that you activate outside of the chat. Okay, somebody put outside of the chat. I'm looking for it. Somebody put outside of the chat. So 3 things are about to happen. Okay. Yeah, I see you, Keisha. What's up, mama? I see you, Monique. All right, Sharika's in here. Okay, outside of the chat. One, and you do not need a headset for this. There's a lounge in here. If y'all have not found the lounge yet, I need you to ask your biz besties where the lounge is. There's about to be this thing that's called speed networking that is about to happen. Okay. And when you get out of here, I need you to run to the lounge. It's going to be very fun. Okay. I need you to run to the lounge, right? And jump into, you'll see it at the top of the lounge, jump into the speed networking. Okay. And what is going to happen is, because there's a whole lot of bosses up in here, you are literally going to be flung face to face with one other person randomly. And you're going to watch the timer go down. So I'm telling you right now, you better have your elevator pitch together. Literally say where you're from, who you are, what your business is, who you do it for, right? Exchange information. Because once that timer goes down, you're going to see your screen blacken, okay? And you're going to be flung to the next person, okay? That is going to happen to the top of the hour. So you'll have a chance to meet about 4 people. Okay? I need you to make contacts because collaborations are going to come from this. All kind of things are going to come from this. Have fun with this. Now, you are doing this experience, right? So that you know how to take this back to your tribes, your communities, your businesses, et cetera, right? And move with the same energy, right? Because these are community creators in here. Even if you walk in here not knowing that, oh, baby, over the next 3 days, you're going to know exactly how to do this, okay? Number 2, there are 3. Number 2, iPhone Shotty, come on up inside with the laptop now. Okay, number 2 is the fluid space. It is called a fluid space. Okay, this is getting you closer and closer to immersion because we talked about this before. Low immersion versus high immersion. We about to hold your hand in the metaverse. Okay, into Web3. Right after that ends at the top of the hour, it will end at the top of the hour. I need you to go inside of the Blaze fluid space. Now, what that is, it uses what is called spatial audio, right? You're literally going to see a whole bunch of people in there. It's still in the lounge, okay? It's still in the lounge. You're going to see people in there with their avids, but you're going to see clusters. And if you're far away from them, you can't hear their conversation. But all of a sudden, when you go close to them, your video pops up and you can hear them, right? And you literally can move around clusters in this way, right? So this is getting closer and closer, literally on your computer, right? Literally on your computer. I need y'all to experience this, partake in it, because we about to take this back to our people. Okay, you about to build stuff like this, right? So we've been talking a whole lot, but you have to immerse yourself. Big founder energy, okay? So first is going to be the speed networking. You know, wet your palettes, get your little, jitters out, right? You're going to have time to do about 4, depending on how long I talk right now. At the top of the hour, the fluid space is opening. And it is nervous. It's nerve-wracking now to talk to strangers and stuff, but y'all have to bite the bullet, right? You have to do it scared. You're going to see a bunch of people move up to a cluster, have conversations, move to the next one. Literally, you're going to be moving around a galaxy. And the closer you get to people, you can eavesdrop. You can turn your camera on and talk to them too. I would recommend that. Yeah, outside of the chat, Stephanie. Okay. Now, that's on this thing, right? After you do that, because again, this challenge obviously is to connect you all, but I need you all moving, acting on this, not waiting for perfection. Okay. And we're going to do this for the next three nights in different ways, right? Now, the third option, right, are my people who have the headsets, okay? Are my people who have the headsets, okay? This is a Quest 2. This was $299, okay? We are going to go right now, okay? While folk are in the lounge, well, folk will be going in the lounge, but if you have this, you are about to meet me right now, in high immersion. It's the highest, right? Because once you put this on, right, you are going to find inside of Horizon World, go inside of your Horizon Worlds app, okay? I put this in the feed, it's pinned to the top of the feed. Go inside of the Horizon Worlds app and search for Blaze Group Retreat. Blaze Group Retreat. In the feed, you'll even see a direct link to it. You can click the link from your computer right now, and for the next 10 minutes, when you turn on your headset, literally, you're gonna drop right in there. Okay, that's the link that's in the chat. Yeah, order it today. They have it at Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon, Target. Yeah, okay. But we're gonna be in there the next 3 nights. Okay. So I'm about to be in there. I'm about to go in there right now. I'm gonna hang out with you. It's gonna be music. It's gonna be games. It's gonna be tic-tac-toe, cornhole. We got all kind of stuff in there. Okay. But those are the three. All right. I'm about to be quiet and fling y'all out. Remember, go to the lounge, hop into the speed networking. At this point, you'll have time for about 3.5. Okay. And then right after that, I want you to hop in the fluid space. Only 30 minutes. I just need you to get the jitters out. I need you to learn how to navigate this stuff because you are going to be the people that take your people to the next level. Okay. And you're going to have some biz besties to do it with. Okay. Cool. Y'all feeling good? All right. So put it into practice. I'm gonna see some of y'all on this side. Raven and the rest of the folk gonna see others of y'all on the laptop, desktop side, and then in the morning we'll start again. But we transitioning, baby. like Web3, we got that thing down. We're good on that now. We're transitioning now. Okay. All right. Love and light to you all. Have so much fun. Have so much fun. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.